Getting the Harder Way 7T. Back with another EP. I'm glad y'all good folks can make it. First things first, forgive your boy for being in bed and laying down like this, but I don't know if y'all know, but I'm going through a back ailment right now. I pinched a nerve in my back, so I'm getting through it. Last week, that's why I took me a little week off. But this week, I'm back at it like I never left, you know what I mean? Got to make up for last week type deal. So I'm gonna give y'all, this good boxing, from wherever, however. I mean, I feel a little better than I felt last week, the pain a little more tolerable, so I'm gonna make it do what it do. But right now I'm here with a little different EP, you know what I mean? Last weekend, Chisora, was in action last week. Yes, that Chisora, Mr. Fought everybody in the world, Chisora, you know what I mean? Mr. I ain't scared to fight a soul in the world. That Mr. Derek Shore, yeah, Derek Shore, right, yep, that guy. That guy had to fight this weekend, and guess what? Derek Shore won this weekend, y'all. That man won. Derek Shore pulled off the upset victory over Kurad Pulev. Now I didn't do, breakdown and prediction of this fight. You know what I mean? I didn't do one, but I did predict Kurad Pulev to beat Derek Shore, right? I did predict that, and Derek Chisora went in there, and he proved me wrong. You know what I mean? Derek Chisora upset Kurad Pulev. Now it depends on how much of an upset you feel like it is. What's good, DP? Appreciate you sliding through this, John DP. Glad you could make it. Depending on how much of an upset you feel, right? How much of an upset you feel like it is. Shout out my guy DP Rock. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Depending on how much of upset you feel like it is, right, over Kurad Pulev. He upset Kurad Pulev. Right. So Derek Chisora has some interesting to say in the post conference. You know what I mean? A lot like everybody. I feel like I find myself every week, making a Deontay Wilder video, making a video about somebody, saying that they want a Deontay Wilder fight. I feel like, man, I'm doing one of these every week. You know what I mean? Almost at this point. You know what I mean? I feel like every time like a heavyweight champion fight, you know what I mean? They say they want to fight Deontay Wilder almost, you know what I mean? Or is it just me, or or am I tripping? But Derek Chisora, he said it, but Derek Chisora added a little something to it. And I ain't saying that I didn't believe, the other heavyweights when they said it. You know what I mean? Or Frank Sanchez, even Tyson Fury said something about it. Andrew E's been saying something about it, right? You know what I mean? Johnny Rice, I believe Johnny Rice, you know what I mean? His reasoning and everything type deal. But Derek Chisora gave a different reasoning as to why he wanted to fight, you know what I mean, Deontay Wilder. Well, he gave a different set of stipulations. A lot of people expected Derek Chisora to lose this fight, right? And then we expected Derek Chisora to retire. You know what I mean? Right? At least I did, right? I expected him to lose, and I expected him to retire. You know what I mean? But Derek Chisora won this fight, right? And Derek Chisora had some interesting to say. Derek Chisora said that Derek Chisora said, I'm getting up in my career. I fought the best of the best. That's what I do. And this is his exact word. He said, that's what I do. You know what I mean? I have maybe 2 fights left. I have maybe 2 fights left. And in my last 2 fights, I want to either get a title shot, Deontay Wilder, or I'm going to retire. And I thought that was interesting. You know what I mean? Because Derek Chisora has pretty much fought everyone. But for him to say, I got 2 fights left, I want a title shot, Deontay Wilder, or I want to retire. You know what I mean? So that lets us know right there that probably, when a lot of times when people say I want to fight Deontay Wilder, a lot of times when people say they want to fight Deontay Wilder, I say, the same things. Oh, he just want that bad. He want that bad. He want to fight Wilder now, after the losses, because, everybody trying to get that bad. He want to fight Wilder in a comeback fight, right? Because he want that bad. You know what I mean? With Derek Chisora, okay, let's just say, Derek Chisora do want that bag. Of course, they all do, right? They prize fighters in the end. No, they all want that bag, right? Let's say Derek Chisora do want that bag, right? Derek Chisora has pretty much, to make sense of it, right? Derek Chisora has pretty much fought every heavyweight that you can fight, pretty much. If anybody has fought every heavyweight, it's probably Derek Chisora. You know what I mean? The only heavyweight pretty much he didn't fight, is Deontay Wilder. So when Derek Chisora say, I want to fight Deontay Wilder, I want to get a title shot or I'm going to retire. I only got a couple fights left. I wholeheartedly agree with Derek Chisora. I believe Derek Chisora, should get him a crack at Deontay Wilder. I think this would be the perfect return fight, you know what I mean, for Deontay Wilder. Get him back in the ring, you know what I mean, get him going again. And it'll be the perfect ending to Derek Chisora's career as well. Derek Chisora is going to be known as the guy, a heavyweight who fought absolutely everyone, you know what I mean? He's going to be known as the guy heavyweight that fought absolutely everyone. He's Derek Chisora, right? So why not go ahead and top it off by getting in there with Deontay Wilder? You know what I mean? Fighting Deontay Wilder. It gives Deontay Wilder a good, fight in his return fight. Give him a good test. Derek Chisora ain't coming in the ring to lay down. You know what I mean? Derek Chisora is coming off an upset, victory over Kurad Pulev. You know what I mean? Derek Chisora never been the one, to come in the ring and lay down and not give his all type deal. Chisora is a pretty big name over there in the UK. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder has always said that, he would love to fight, in the UK. I think he fought in the UK in the Olympics. Not sure if he fought in there after but there Deontay Wilder is, known in the UK, is loved in the UK, per Southern T and per, seeing when Deontay Wilder made the trip over to the UK, it was a street full of people, waiting for Deontay Wilder to go in that building, and the people were still there when he came, out of that building. So that's about, a rough patch of 3 or 4 hours where those people sat there and waited for Deontay Wilder to come back. You know what I mean? So you stick Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora over there in the UK. I think that fight, do pretty good. I think it'll be, a good comeback fight for Deontay Wilder. You could do it in America, you could do it in the UK. Either way, you know what I mean. Wherever the fight may be, I say stick it in the UK. To get the most out of Derek Chisora. You know what I mean? Especially with it being his last fight. What's better than Deontay Wilder comeback fight, right? Being Derek Chisora's retirement fight. You know what I mean? Both guys are going to get. It makes sense, from a style standpoint. It makes sense from an entertainment value standpoint. And it also makes sense from a standpoint of neither of these guys are going to want to lose. Derek Chisora isn't going to want to lose his last fight in his home country. And Deontay Wilder isn't going to want to lose, his second fight in a row. You know what I mean? Coming off a loss to Tyson Fury. His third fight in a row. You know what I mean? Depending on how you feel about the second fight, coming off to Tyson Fury. So both guys gonna have a lot to fight for. You know what I mean? And I think this fight right here, just makes sense. Derek Chisora has fought everybody but Deontay Wilder. What's good, Jay Gibson? Appreciate you sliding through this, John Jay Gibson. Derek Chisora has fought everybody but Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So why not go on, let him, cap his career off? He said he got about 2 fights left. You know what I mean? So, he said he got a title shot or Deontay Wilder. So we know at this point, Derek Chisora is probably not going to get, a title shot. So I say go ahead and let him get, Deontay Wilder. Go and let him cap off his career. With that Deontay Wilder fight. Both guys got a lot to fight for. Derek Chisora's last fight, Deontay Wilder's comeback fight. You know what I mean? I say, stick it in the UK. But, Deontay Wilder pretty much is sell anywhere. You know what I mean? But I say stick it in the UK, and add, a little more to it type deal. But a lot of people have been calling Deontay Wilder dilated. Johnny Rice, Frank Sanchez, Derek Chisora, Tyson Fury hinted at it. Andy Ruiz hinted at it. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been calling out Deontay Wilder like this. So I'm interested to see exactly who is actually going to fight Deontay Wilder in his return fight as well, type deal. But I think if I'm Deontay Wilder in the PBC, outside of a PBC fight, because maybe, that's what they aiming towards. That's what they want to do. No, but outside of that, I think David Chisora make the most sense in the comeback fight, a build-up fight. You know what I mean? Especially with David Chisora coming off his upset win over Pulev. You know what I mean? Him saying he got 2 fights left, Wilder or a title shot. Go on, give him Wilder over there in the UK. I think it make perfect sense. But again, I'm here for a good time, not a long time with this one. I'm about to hit y'all, with an early live stream, probably about an hour or so. So make sure y'all fall back through in an hour or so. But before I get up out of here, I want to hit y'all with this joint right here. And anybody within the sound of my voice right now, y'all make sure y'all go to YouTube, y'all subscribe to the channel. Anybody within the sound of my voice right now, y'all make sure y'all go to YouTube and y'all subscribe to G5 Gabe, channel as well. We trying to get my guy, to that 1K marker. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all go to G5 Gabe. Y'all hit that subscribe button. And, let's help get our brother, past that 1K mark. You know what I mean? But that's all I got. Skin Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. This the present. It's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look, and make sure y'all come back to the page later because I'm gonna hit y'all with a formal live stream. I'm gonna give y'all more energy. Right now, I'm resting on my back right now. I'm gonna give y'all some more energy, when I get back. Appreciate y'all. Slide through.